Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi, talk number 64. News of someone's death was brought to Sri Bhagavan. He said, "Good, the dead are indeed happy. They have got rid of the troublesome outgrowth, the body. The dead man does not grieve. The survivors grieve of the man who is dead. Do men fear sleep? On the contrary, sleep is courted, and on waking up, every man says that he slept happily. One prepares the bed for sound sleep. Sleep is temporary death. Death is longer sleep. If the man dies while yet alive, he need not grieve over others' death. One's existence is evident with or without the body, as in waking, dream, and sleep. Then why should one desire continuance of the bodily shackles? Let the man find out his undying self and die and be immortal and happy." July 13, 1935, talk number 65. A visitor asked, "Is the Jagat, that is the world, perceived even after realization?" Maharshi, from whom is this question? Is this from a Gnani or from an Agnani? Devotee, from an Agnani. Maharshi, realize to whom the question arises. It can be answered if it arises after knowing the doubter. Can the Jagat or the body say what it is? Or does the seer say that the Jagat or the body is? The seer must be there to see the objects. Find out the seer first. Why worry yourself now with what will be in the hereafter? Sri Bhagavan continued, "What does it matter if the Jagat is perceived or not perceived? Have you lost anything by your perception of Jagat now? Or do you gain anything where there is no such perception in your deep sleep? It is immaterial whether the world is perceived or not perceived. The Agnani sees the Gnani active and is confounded. The Jagat is perceived by both, but their outlooks differ. Take the instance of the cinema. There are pictures moving on the screen. Go and hold them. What do you hold? It is only the screen. Like the pictures disappear, what remains over? The screen again. So also here. Even when the world appears, see to whom it appears. Hold the substratum of the eye. After the substratum is held, what does it matter if the world appears or disappears? The Agnani takes the world to be real, whereas the Gnani sees it only as a manifestation of the self. It is immaterial if the self manifests itself or ceases to do so." Talk number 66. A letter was received containing some learned questions pertaining to memory, sleep, and death. It looked at first sight that they were cogent yet baffling to answer, but when the master was approached on the subject, he disentangled the skein very nicely, pointing out that all such confusion was due to non-differentiation of the real I from the false I. The attributes and the modes pertain to the later and not to the former. One's efforts are directed only to remove one's ignorance. Afterwards, they cease, and the real self is found to be always there. No effort is needed to remain as the self. July 21st, 1935, talk number 67. A visitor, Mr. K.S.N. Iyer of the South Indian Railway said, "There is a trifling halting place in my meditation. When I ask myself, 'Who am I?' my response proceeds as follows. I see my hand. Who sees it? My eye. How to see the eye? In a mirror. Similarly, to see me, there must be a mirror. Which is to supply the place of the mirror in me, is my question." Maharshi then replied, "Then why do you inquire, 'Who am I?' Why do you say you are troubled and so on? You could as well remain quiet. Why do you rise out of your composure?" The devotee then replied, "Enquiring thus helps me to concentrate. Is concentration the only benefit?" Maharshi replied, What more do you want? Concentration is the thing. What makes you come out of your quiet? Devotee, because I am drawn out. Maharshi replied, Enquiry of who am I means finding the source of I. When that is found, that which you seek is accomplished. Here, the gist of Sri Bhagavan's words seem to be that one should make a concrete effort and not give up baffled with a defeatist mentality. End of talk 67.